we talking designer tags and designer tag lines. Let's get into this, okay? Your boy just got back from Fox 5, so that's why I'm in this suit. I was just like, let me just go ahead and do this video. Let's go ahead and get into it because y'all know I don't even want to waste no time, baby. Let's get into it. So our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk happen to catch all the tea, all the drama. Make sure y'all go on over to the page, like the page, all that good stuff like that. Follow everybody that I mentioned in this video. Okay. So I was waiting on this to drop. Marlo did an interview with Jason Lee. Okay. And so I knew going in, I said, this is gonna be explosive. Because Marlo in and of herself does pretty explosive interviews. Every time she don't really seem like she does a lot of interviews, but I feel like when she does, I always know she's gonna say something explosive. And Jason has been getting some great interviews. So in this interview, they do a little bit of talking about the designer stuff. Okay. Now, not only is Marlo gonna shade Drew Sidora and her taping up her red bottoms. Okay, we're gonna get to that in a second. But she also shades Kenya Moore as somebody who uses people, okay, to get what they want. But that's neither here nor there at the moment, okay? The main drama is going down allegedly between Tamar and Kandi yet again because Jason revealed that Tamar DM'd him. Well, I think it happened in the DMs. It was some type of correspondence. Let me just say that. Let me say it was some correspondence. I won't play the clip, but I will put you guys on to where you guys can watch the full interview. Make sure you guys check out the entire thing. And yeah, so Jason says that Tamar had DM'd him and said that Kandi be wearing the fake designer stuff now. Okay. Now Tamar did post the other day about people wearing in Atlanta wearing the fake designer stuff. She didn't know so many people, and something like she didn't know so many people in Atlanta wore, the fake designer or whatever. So she has some discourse about that on her social media. Just kind of lightweight, talking about some observations of things in Atlanta, I'm assuming. And so that's how, that won't part of this conversation, but Jason said that Tamar has said that Kandi be wearing the fake designer. Now, Marlo says she hadn't seen or heard about that. Then she kind of goes into who be wearing the fake designer stuff. But we'll get to who else Marlo talking about with the fake designer stuff in a minute. Right now, though, Tamar is saying that she ain't say that. Now, first she posted this, which was on her. I'm assuming it might have been on her Instagram or something like that. She says she's not on the phone talking about people amid these claims. Okay, the Neighborhood Talk happened to post this. Now, Tamar will later come back and say something about that. But then she also goes on to tweet this. She says, and let me say this. Not only did I not say that, my desire is to have peace and resolve over that whole situation. Everyone gets triggered when they are hurt. Okay. So she's claiming she didn't say that. All right. She then goes on to say more about what the Neighborhood Talk posted. She says, don't make my post about some mess I don't know nothing about. I hate that I ever did reality TV. I can't seem to get unstuck with this narrative. I don't think the narrative is necessarily about reality TV. I think people are just sort of taking some of Tamar's reactions to things. And, obviously, because she did reality TV, there is an interest in what she has to say. And so we do follow, a lot of us follow because of that reason. In conjunction with her being obviously an amazing singer and a terrific host. That Basketball Wives reunion hosting was some awesome work. Now, moving on along,
and I don't wear
interview. Again, I can't play it because that's property of Jason Lee and Hollywood Unlocked. So I'll make sure to put the link in the description. She goes on to say that during their time on, what was it, Family Feud, when it was Atlanta versus OC. She goes on to say that um apparently, she has to tell Drew not to come for her, because, you know, Marlo is that fashion girl. And I think we can all agree Marlo is the fashion girl. It's like you have those friends that be the fashion people, okay? And then you have your friends that's just not the fashion people. Marlo is the fashion people. Okay. I mean, we can call a thing a thing. Marlo actually could be on Fashion Police. That would be a good side gig for her. Fashion Police. All right. So Marlo goes on to detail about how, Drew has said something like, when it was at Family Feud, oh, we got the same shoes on. And Marlo was like, but yours got that tape on the bottom of it, baby. Yours got that tape on the bottom. The tape on the bottom is an indication that I don't know for any of you guys that have ever, walked in fashion shows or anything like that in the past, at a certain point in time, I call myself walking in a show or two. Even was able to do New York Fashion Week. How about that? Randomly. That's so random, right? So random. But anyway, so one of the things that they do, typically, or if you about to, have maybe a photo shoot and a stylist bringing some clothes, they'll put tape on the bottom of the shoe so as not to scuff the shoe. So when they do go back and return the shoe, okay, then they or resell the shoe depending on who is providing the shoe. They will put the tape on the bottom so that they can actually return the shoe and make a profit from it, right? Or they'll return the shoe to the place where they bought it from. Because, a lot of times stylists will bring in stuff, not a lot, I won't say always, but, stylists will bring in clothes and then, people return them. That's how we talked about in that whole Jackie Christie and Jennifer Williams thing. So anyway, all about these designers, okay? So that's the tea. That's what's going on right now in the news. Make sure you guys check out Jason Lee's interview with Marlo. Make sure you guys are following the Neighborhood Talk. All right. So we got to talk about these taglines. So in order to do that, we're going to head on over to our friends over at Queens of Bravo. And I wanted to pull them up because they have great visuals of the taglines. First things first, one of the things that you guys need to know is when you listen to these taglines, listen to the beat, baby. They didn't remix the Atlanta theme song, okay? Dun, 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 dun. They done remixed it, adding some drums and some in the background and stuff like that. Again, I can't play it because it's a property of NBC Universal and Bravo TV. But when you listen, you're gonna hear that beat switch up a couple of times throughout. And I'm like, okay, now who produced this? Who put their stank on it? Okay. So anyway, let's get into the taglines and we're gonna kind of do a little radarization. All right, so Kandi's is my roots are in Atlanta, but my branches are worldwide. Come on, Kandi. Come on, Kandi. Way to make use of one of her biggest, most famous, not most famous, but one of her biggest quotables from last season. I'm worldwide. Okay. So I like how they done brought that back, and they do that a couple of times here. And I think that makes these taglines, to me, I like them. I'm digging them. But y'all know I like a lot of things. I mean, for the most part, I just like stuff, Anyway, I digress. So Sheree's is she by Sheree. More like she broke the internet. Oh God. Oh, more like she, okay, didn't have no website for a minute there, okay. More like she bamboozled us. That's what it felt like, allegedly. All commentary is alleged. More like she didn't pay that initial designer, allegedly. Okay. Let me put these glasses on because I'm about to go in. More like they saying that she got a business arrangement with Martell, allegedly. But one thing she do got is a banging body, okay? She does look good, all right? She is about the fitness. But I don't know if she broke the internet. More like the website was broke, Okay, how about that? She broke her website. We didn't break it. She did. So technically, maybe she did break the internet because she didn't have no website for us to get her fashions. She, I could go on. What is a fashion show with no fashions? How dreadful. You gotta go on, Sheree. She thinks she did that. Oh, she is hilarious. Okay. She better get out of our faces. But I like she. I like she. You have got to just love Sheree. I mean, you can't help but love Sheree. She is lovable. She is lovable while she is breaking the internet. I got to give you, the confidence, baby. You have got to have some level of confidence to say that. Marlo says, my past may be checkered, but my future is solid gold. Okay. Now, she's wearing gold. So there's that. All right. And I kind of like the acknowledgement of the past and all of this because it is going to come up in the season, especially on this coming episode, as we done talked about. So I give it a little snaps for this because overall, I likes Marlo too. Kenya says, I don't just do it for the culture. Honey, I am the culture. See, the makings of the taglines is you can't just read the tagline as it stands. You got to talk it through in their voice. And the way that Kenya delivers this, it could read corny, right? But the way she says it is very much in her Kenya Moore style. So I'm not too mad at this. I do think it's kind of cliche based on what she's done in the past. Last year, she was the moment, I believe. So now she is the culture. So, again, it's a little redundant, but she sound good saying it. She sells it. That's the thing. She sells it. So Sonia says, if you can't keep the pace, stay out of my race. I think she's still in the wind. But snaps for trying. I don't dislike Sanya. I just think she be in the wind. What I mean by in the wind is the wind blows this way, Sanya tends to go this way. The wind blows that way, Sanya tends to go that way. So maybe she could have said something about the wind. I don't know, but that's just me. But listen, hey, if you like it, I love it. It has to do with her, being a track star. And so I'm with it. Now, Drew says, forget the gaslight. I'm taking the spotlight. Now, y'all know this gaslighting is a callback to something that her husband allegedly does quite well. All right. At least from what y'all say in the comment section and what the Atlanta producers would have us believe. Now, do I like this? Yeah. I think I like it. It's creative. This is kind of creative a little bit, the way they use the term gaslight. So, I'm kind of with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind it. So these are the taglines. Let me know your top three. What are my top three? What are the ones that just take me out? Okay. Um eh, I like Kandi's because I like a callback. Okay. How about that? I think I like Drew's because something about the way they use that gaslight, um, I kind of dig. Now, Kenya sells hers, even though I feel like it's kind of redundant. Like when I say redundant, meaning kind of similar to what she did last year. But I don't know. I think the one that really takes the cake, though, that I think I'll remember for the rest of my life is She by Sheree. More like she broke her website. She is the winner. Okay. She is the winner. Let me know what y'all think in the chatterization down below. As you guys can see, I ain't got no sense, and I am here for a good time, not a long time. With that being said, listen, sidebar, if you ain't got my book, go ahead and get it. Okay. We is knee deep into the finishing of book number 2. So go ahead and get the book. Make sure you leave a review on Amazon.com or on audible.com if you listen to the Audible. Okay. And get excited. Get excited because I hope if you love book number 1, book number 2 is bigger, longer, and better. So with that being said, I will catch you all in the next